Hello and welcome back. I'm glad you can be with me today. My name's Miss Bridget. I'm a teacher. I've taught phonics to children for years and years, and all phonics is just learning our letter and our letter sounds, and I'm happy to share it with you as well. So do you remember what letter we're on today? Let's look. We left at O. What comes after O? P. Right, the letter P. And here is the capital P and the lowercase p, and the P says P. That's the sound it makes. You put your lips together and just P, blow through them. P. That's the sound. And this has a picture of a piano on it. The sign language for P was always a little bit hard and tricky for my preschoolers, so you might need a little bit of help with it, and that's okay. Someone can help you with your fingers if you need help. So what you do is, I'm going to do it this way. You put 2 fingers down, and then you put your thumb across and touch the pointer finger that's pointing out. So it's like you say the number 2. This might be the easiest way to do it. Turn it a little bit upside down and take your thumb and touch your pointer finger with it. And that is the letter P. That's the sign language for the letter P. I'm going to do it this way. I did it this way because that's the way they show you in the picture, but I'm going to do it this way. You can't see my finger as well, but I can see you better. That's the letter P. Next, we're going to do the animal cheer for the animal. Can you guess what animal starts with the letter P? I bet you've been thinking hard. Okay, let's see if you came up with this. It's a penguin. Penguin starts with the letter P, and this penguin's name is Pete. And Pete starts with the letter P also. And his sign language, remember, you put your 2 fingers down and then put your thumb against that finger, and we are going to do the sign language and the rhyme for Pete. P, P for penguin, Pete. Puppies, popcorn, porcupine. Pitter patter, pumpkin pie. P, P for penguin Pete. P makes that sound. P. Right, that's his cheer. Next, we're going to open our big book of ABCs and see what starts with the letter P. There's so many things. P has so many things that start with the letter P, and these are just a few of them. We have pear, peas, picnic basket, peacock, pig, puppy, plum, pumpkin, peach, parrot, penguin, and pineapple. All of those make you say P at the beginning of them because they start with the letter P. Now look closely at the pictures. Picture starts with P too, and we're going to close the book and see if you can think of anything that starts with the letter P. It can be from our rhyme, it can be from the book, or maybe you just know other things that start with the letter P, and that's fine too. Let's see what we're going to write our letter P things on top of. This is a popcorn. It's a piece of popcorn. Popcorn starts with the letter P. Let's think of a few things together. What is that farm animal that's sometimes pink and very big and has a snout? A pig. That's right. Pig starts with the letter P. We'll write the word pig. How about a fruit? It looks a lot like that nectarine we saw earlier, but it's fuzzy on the outside. It's a peach. Peach starts with the letter P too. Do you hear that sound? P, peach. Now there's another fruit, and it's not an apple, and it's not a peach. It's a pear. Pear starts with the letter P. We have peach, we have pear. Both of those are fruits. And let's do one more. This is a type of bird, and sometimes this bird can talk. Do you know what the name of that bird is? It's a parrot. Let's write parrot. Parrot starts with the letter P. Parrot. Okay, now we've done some letter P words. Now, let's do our rainbow writing. Let's pick up our notebook or get a piece of paper. Maybe a grown-up can write the letter P on it for you, a capital and a lowercase p, and put a dot, a red dot, where you put your marker to start with, or your crayon. Remember, we call it rainbow writing. You can trace it as many times as you want, but we're going to do it at least 3 times. This is the first color. Do you know what color that is? That is green. That's right. We are going to draw green to start with. Where do we put our marker? Right on the dot. And remember, like I said, most letters go with a straight line down first. Same here. We make a straight line down first. We come back to the dot and we make a big hoop around. The letter P has just 1 hoop on top. If it had 2 hoops, it had 1 on the bottom, it would be a letter B, right? But this is the letter P. Now the little letter, you start at the dot, another straight line down, and go back to the dot and make that little hoop around. That's the little letter P. Both of them make the P sound. We did green. What color is this? Red, right. Now we're going to do red, and we're going to go right to that red dot, and we're going to make a straight line down, go back to the dot, and trace around. The little letter P, you start at the dot, you make a straight line down, go back to the dot, and make a little hoop around. That's the letter P. Our last color that I picked is blue. Blue is going to start on the red dot also. Let's say the letter and the letter sound when we do it this time. P, 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 P. That's a fun word fun letter to say. Now what we need to do is take that and turn that page over, and you can take your notebook if you have one, or if you have a piece of paper, and just turn it over. And then on the back, we're going to draw something that starts with the letter P. Now let's think of something to draw that starts with the letter P. What do I want to draw? Remember how I like circles, because circles are easy for me to draw. You might like drawing circles too, but you could probably draw anything you want. You'd think of any P thing you would like and draw it on the back of the P. I think I will make another circle, kind of an oval maybe, and color it in. And this is purple. I'm making mine very purple. And let's color it in some more. I'm going to color that in more and make it as dark as I can. And do you know what that is? I made a plum. Plums are purple, and purple starts with P too. I'm going to write the word plums. Anyone can help you draw the word plum. Now we're done with our rainbow writing. Next, let's find out interesting facts about penguins. We have the book called Children on Safari, and it has some interesting facts all about penguins. And this is what my preschoolers taught me about penguins. It's what they know about penguins. Maddie said penguins live at the bottom of the earth at the South Pole. Cameron said they eat squid and shrimp and fish. Charlie said the mommy and daddy help raise the baby and they have one at a time. Isla said they lay eggs. Eliza said they take turns putting the baby on their feet. The daddy does it when it's in the egg, and the mommy puts it on her feet once it hatches. Georgia said the babies tap on the mommy's beak when they're hungry. Susie said the mommy goes to get food and the baby gets it from her mouth. She brings her food back in her mouth and opens it up and feeds her babies. Crosby said a baby penguin is a chick. Shay said they can't swim when they're little. And Augie said when their feathers get in, they can swim. And Nora said they can't fly, but they can dive under the water. And Alex said they can dive really deep to get fish. And Sophie said a group of baby penguins is called a crash. The group is a crash. And Andrew said the rookery is a big group of penguins. So they like to live in groups, and the group is called a rookery. That's a fun word to say, rookery. They taught me some really interesting things that I didn't know about penguins. And here's a picture of some emperor penguins. Yeah, they're the biggest penguins, and they have babies under at their feet. Do you see those babies standing near their feet? And those babies just have some soft little feathers on them that will fall out, and they'll get bigger feathers so that they can swim. Right now when they're soft, it's called down on them, they can't swim. But their moms and dads bring them food for them. So that's all about penguins. Now that we've learned about penguins, let's share some things that start with the letter P. Remember, after the video, you can go walk around and find things that start with the letter P also. But I did that already, and I'll give you some clues about things that start with the letter P. Okay, this is something that's a baby dog is called. A puppy, right. And look, this is a puppet. We use lots of puppets in preschool. Preschool starts with P too. And this is just one of my puppets from preschool, and he's a puppy. Puppy puppet. Both start with the letter P. So there's one thing that starts with the letter P. Let's see what else we have. Do you like to eat this? It has lots of ingredients on top and sometimes cheese on it, and it's usually a circle. It's pizza. This is a pretend piece of pizza from our play area. Pizza starts with the letter P. Let's see what else. This is a type of a bird, and he flies low in the water, along the water, and he scoops up fish with his mouth, and he has a really big beak and mouth. Do you know what that is? That's called a pelican. A pelican starts with the letter P. See how big his beak is, and he has this big underneath part to catch the fish in, and he eats his fish that way. He's a pelican. You'll find them around water because they love fish. Oh, this is a type of a fish. You would find this fish not in the lake or river. You would find this in the ocean. Do you know what kind of fish it is? It's called a puffer fish. When it's in danger, it puffs way up to make the other animals coming around afraid of it. It's called a puffer fish. My preschoolers sure liked puffer fishes. And let's see, I have one more. This is something you might add with jelly and eat it in a sandwich. It's called peanut butter. This is peanut butter that you can add on your bread with your jam or jelly and have a peanut butter and jam or jelly sandwich. Peanut butter starts with P. So those are just some things that start with the letter P. Thanks again for joining me. Before we go, let's do our cheer one more time. Remember, you put your 2 fingers up, turn them down, kind of upside down, put your thumb against the big pointer finger, and that's the sign language for the letter P. P, P for Penguin Pete. Puppies, popcorn, porcupines. Pitter patter, that's kind of the sound rain makes. Pumpkin pie. P, P for Penguin Pete. And that's his cheer. Next time you come, let's look at the letter that we'll do. We're done with P. What comes after P? Let's go all the way down here. Q. Q says qua. Qua. That's an interesting sound. Qua. And we'll learn more about Q next time. And before you join me again, maybe you can think of an animal that starts with the letter Q sound. It would make you say qua at the beginning of it. Thanks again for joining me. I love teaching you. I love it when we can spend some time together. And I hope to see you next time with the letter Q. Until then, see you later. Bye.